Good morning. This is Kathy Tucker with Kathy Tucker Coaching and Consulting. And I want to take a couple minutes here to tell you about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So, as a lot of you know, I have been a sales manager and sales executive for over 30 years. I worked with national home builders and worked my way up from sales to division president. And during that time, I led a lot of sales teams. I learned a lot, and I had a lot of great success. I also learned, what works and doesn't work in terms of leading a rock star sales team. So what I have done is I've decided to go out on my own and start a coaching and training business where I can help other sales managers to raise their level of expertise and really be able to rock their sales. The sales manager job is not an easy job at all. In fact, in the builders I've worked with, a lot of times they have said the sales management job is the hardest job in the companies. And why? It's because obviously, nothing happens unless we have a sale. And so there's a lot to building a great sales team. And what I always say is that you can have rock star sales people, but if your leadership is not rock star, you're not going to be able to bring out 100% of their potential. They're just gonna, they're gonna do their thing, but how much more could they do if they're being led by somebody who's really a peak performer, who's really a rock star themselves? So that's why I created this program. Now, if you're a sales manager out there, you're there because, you obviously are great at what you did, and you have earned this role of a sales manager. So many of you are in at different levels. Some of you may have just started. Some of you may have been in your role for a long time. I'm sure that you're seeing some success, but I'm also sure, because I've been in this position before, that, there's things that are challenging you. The markets change, people change. It's hard to constantly be pushing for sales, 24/7. So what I have developed is a program. I have a 90-day sales management leadership coaching program. It's called 9 Steps to Leading a Rockstar Sales Team. And in that program, I do a couple of things. So I talk about, first of all, how to develop your executive presence. Well, what is executive presence? It is your communication style. And when you have truly claimed your executive presence, what happens? People listen to you. The team listens to you. Your bosses listen to you. Ultimately, you get more done in less time, and you become a more respected leader. And then, your organization looks at you not just as a leader today, but as a leader for tomorrow. So there's a lot to be said for executive presence. Something else that I teach in my program is systems and processes, and a kind of a thought process on how to proactively manage your business instead of allowing your business to manage you. So that has a lot to do with your time management. It has a lot to do with how you delegate. It ultimately has a lot to do with how you think and how you prioritize. So I have some proven systems that I have shared with other sales managers, and they've said to me, this is just really great stuff, and it has helped them dramatically to be more effective and efficient with their time. Ultimately, it helps them be able to get out of the office and into the field. So they use their time so much more efficiently. And who doesn't want to save time and be more efficient? Because then you can actually go home on time, right? And spend time with your families. So that's something I cover. Something else I cover in my program is really some solid management techniques to manage different levels of salespeople. So not every salesperson needs to be managed the same way, because sometimes you have new people, sometimes you have experienced people, sometimes you have an experienced person who's regressing, sometimes you have an experienced person who's now in a new situation, working with new clients, that type of thing, and now they are in a new situation and they may need a little bit more of your guidance. So I help you understand what are those different levels that those salespeople are experiencing, and what kind of management do they need at that time. When you nail this down, oh my gosh, this is probably one of the best things I can share. When you have this nailed, you are then able to manage your time better, because then you know who to spend your time with and who not to. I should say not who not to spend as much time. And those people who you have empowered are doing their job, and then it's just a matter of checking up with them and making sure they have what they need. And that also saves you a lot of time and increases their productivity and your productivity. So that's something else I teach. Another element, another module in my 9-step program is how to hire and lead rock stars. I mean, hiring rock stars is different than just hiring any salesperson. A rock star has some very special characteristics. I know, because I've worked with some really amazing salespeople, and I will break down what those characteristics are, and then what questions to ask when you're interviewing to find these types of characteristics. And then once you've hired them, how do you keep maximizing those characteristics and keep them energized and empowered so they can so you bring out the very best in them. And there's some really great techniques on that I'd love to share. You know what, that's only half of the program, and I'm kind of running out of time, so that's only some of the steps. I have more. I guess I'll give you one more that I think is really awesome. They're all awesome, but one more that I think is really awesome, and that is part of having a rock star sales team is, like I said before, having a rock star leader. And as a leader, it's critical that you set your folks up for success. Part of setting them up for success is truly understanding how your product is positioned against your competition. So you have to be competitively brilliant, and you have to build a competitively brilliant sales team so that you have the intel on a regular basis to be able to make the necessary adjustments to your product positioning that will help you be able to set everybody up for success. And when your salespeople are set up for success, you're set up for success. So that's a really great module, and that's about product positioning. So there's a few more modules too, and I'll cover that in the next video. But I just wanted to share some of the real solid content that I have for you in this 90-day coaching program. And I'd love to share more with you. If you're in a situation right now where you are, you had a good year, but you're thinking, you know what, I really want to have a better year next year. I understand that the market might be doing a few things that is going to make it a little bit more challenging, and you want to be the one to stand apart from the rest. You want to be the one where people say, you know what, I'm going to go to him or her because I know they can get the sales done. If you want to be the leader who attracts the best salespeople so that you have a solid team in front of you, if you want to know how you can make a few changes to your systems and processes to better empower your team so that you save yourself time and them time, you know what? Give me a call. This program might be perfect for you. So whether you've been in sales management for, a short time, whether you're aspiring to sales management, or even if you've been a sales manager for a while and you're pretty darn good at it, but you're looking for some more ideas that will refine your skills and truly help you knock it out of the park next year and make more money and get on to the next role that you're looking for and help your career, give me a call. I think it's It's free to have a quick call. So give me a call or join my Facebook group, Peak Performance Leaders, and follow me. So I will leave URL beneath here so that you are able to contact me. So Kathy Tucker with Kathy Tucker Coaching and Consulting. Give me a call or private message me, and we can talk about what options might be available for you so you can have a really great start to 2019. All right, have a great day, and I hope to hear from you soon. All right, bye.